over here. Welcome back to episode
45.
45 of the Just Platonic podcast. This one's a little thrown together. No real agenda. We're just going to be venting about some things.
Yes.
And picking poison.
Yeah. So, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. We hope that you guys are doing very well. Yeah, let's get this thing going. What are they?
These are wild. Wear a monocle at all times. Just all the time. Shower. Sleep.
Just fucking inquisitive all day, every day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or go on stage in 5 minutes as the lead act for a stand-up comedy show with 50,000 people in the audience.
Monocle.
Fuck
the other one. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Monocle.
Because it's either monocle or I go in front of 50,000 people and go, "What's up, guys?" And then that's it.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Not me. Bye.
I'm like, I just got riddles for you guys, right?
Oh my God, the fact.
If you drop me, I won't crack. But if you look at me, I'll smile back. What am I? I'm a mirror.
The whole audience.
The fact that what? The fact that what? That's exactly what the audience would be doing. Next one. What's going on?
I'm saying the fact that I saw you for hours last week and you didn't give me the book.
The whole time too, I'm like, I'm gonna give her this book. We're gonna get started on this.
Yeah, oh my fucking and like we never there was never even like I never
didn't
even
get
remember.
Mentioned.
Yes.
It was not even a slight thought of the book.
I didn't even like remember. There wasn't a time where I even like remembered and then forgot, right? I just didn't remember.
I came upstairs multiple times. And it's right here.
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck that happened, but we completely we missed that one. Well, Sunday. Travis will get it from me on Sunday.
Okay.
But real quick, did you remember how we were talking about like the whole I think was it like the Mandala effect?
Yeah.
Did you know that Monopoly Man is one of them with the monocle?
He doesn't have a monocle.
But people remember him having a monocle. I remember.
I never really fucked with Monopoly though. I just don't remember him.
You think I did? Who the fuck was I gonna play with growing up?
You're like, I'm bankrupt and rich at the same time.
Bro, this is, if we're sharing fucking embarrassing things, I don't even know how to play Monopoly. Like, I think
that's fine.
I think
no one knows how to play Monopoly.
Like, I think I do, but I don't know if I do. Like, this weekend, oh my God, another embarrassing thing. This weekend, they had to teach me how to play Uno.
Oh, that's bad.
But I was like, who's I gonna play with? My stuffed animal? Cousins? No. What you wanna know what they did was they traumatized me. They locked me in closets and scared me.
Yo, that's fucked up. We locked my cousin's cousin in the closet one time.
Yeah. They locked me.
Tied his ass up and everything.
They locked me in closets or like in my room. They would like act like they were like possessed and like would be like crawling hella slow towards me where like I wasn't playing board games.
Your cousins sound awesome. Those motherfuckers sound fun.
I wasn't playing board games.
Also you're terrified of demons though, so they were probably like
I was getting traumatized.
Yeah.
Not traumatized in board games, traumatized in real life.
In life.
That's what the fuck they were doing to me.
Yo, since you said they would lock you in closets, my cousin's cousin did some shit one time and we didn't like it, so we tied him with duct tape and threw him in the closet and turned the lights off and just left him in there crying. He must have been like 11.
That is
or
so
12 at the
fucked
time.
up. That is so fucked up.
And he remembers it. So like, not to put his business out there, but he went to prison. And then when he got out of prison, he was at the house one time and he's like, "Man, remember when you tied me up in the closet?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "That was crazy, huh?" I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, I would have been scared. I would have been like, okay.
Like, am I about to die?
My cowlick is so bad. I can see it.
No,
Yeah.
it's good here. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just let me know if it's like, ew. You look like. My God, don't ever do that again. You look like a greasy emo kid.
I was providing distraction since you're talking about your cowlick. Look at my lump. Mm-hmm.
My hump, my lovely lady.
Oh shit. This isn't going to be 30 minutes. We're on a tangent already.
No, we're good. Okay, go with what you're gonna say first.
Oh,
We
with
got this.
my improv segment. So there's a team that the kids play, right? So the kids are in basketball, right?
Okay.
And they've been playing for 3 years. We do 3 seasons a year, so we usually do spring, winter, and fall, right? We skip summer because it's just fucking
Hot
crazy.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 3 seasons a year. They've been playing for 3 years. That's 9 seasons. And then 2 kids because they technically haven't been on the same team until this year. So potentially 18 seasons worth of games. So, wait, did I do that right? It sounds right. It sounds right.
Sure.
Wait, 9 times 9. Oh, 3 times 3. 3 times 3 times 9. 3 times 3 times 2. 9 times 2. 18.
Oh my God, you're confusing me. Stop.
So, there's this one team that the kids play.
Wait, how did you get 2?
Because I have 2 kids.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So there's this one team the kids play.
Enrique has 2 kids, and each play.
And each kid played 3 years of basketball with 3 seasons each year. Yeah, that's right. That's right. So
my answer is 2.
C. The answer is always C.
Sorry.
Most of these answer on multiple choice tests is C.
I'm sorry, I'm literally crying because I was like, how the fuck did she get 2?
So every time they've played this team, it's always been some bullshit, right? One of the leagues that Asher was in when he was 8 and under, they were using older siblings.
God damn. Oh wait, I remember you telling me that.
Yeah. So like, granted, like my kids are tiny. Asher's tiny anyway, right? So I'm expecting like a lot of kids to be taller than him in these leagues.
Yeah.
But there's no way that this team was 11 kids that were all taller than 5 feet at 8 years old. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's freakish.
8 years old.
And if that's the case, yeah, these motherfuckers should be doing something else with their lives, not
playing basketball.
Playing 8U basketball. Yeah.
Yeah. Like Max is at that height and he's 10.
That's what I'm saying.
8.
Like, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like there was a kid that was, and I'm not tall to begin with, but there was a kid that was my size that he was playing against in one of these 8 and under leagues, and I'm like, this isn't fucking possible.
Right.
Right. So like it started with that, and then like these tall kids obviously are playing bully ball because all the kids are smaller than them. So for multiple games, multiple seasons, this was the case, right? And like there's like this one kid, they're up like 20 points. The game's about to end. He shoots a 3-pointer, sinks a 3-pointer, and then he's like, "I'm cold-blooded," to like walk him, scream, running by the bench, and I'm like, "You're a trash bag." Like, I don't want to cuss at kids, but do that shit to me and I will kick you in your fucking head. Like, don't do that shit.
My intrusive thought was really bad right there. Because they did the cold-blooded, I would have been like, I'm going to stab you with heroin, you fucking kid.
So I see this team's name on the
roster?
schedule,
okay.
Right? For this season, and I got the day off. So like on the way to the game, I'm like, we're playing this team. I'm not gonna out the team because like it's not this kid's fault. It's not the kid's fault that they've been put in a shitty situation by their coaches,
Okay.
and their parents are paying these coaches to make them look good and get more money. You know what I mean? It's all a business, right? Um, but so like we're driving there, me and the kids, and I'm like, let's listen to some hype songs. What do you guys want to listen to? And before practices, Asher's been wanting to listen to Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger by Daft Punk. And
Oh
I'm like,
yeah.
that's a good song because, like, it's about hard work and getting better, right? I'm like, nah, we're going to listen to Go to Sleep by Eminem.
Damn.
So it's on repeat all the way there. And, like, we gave the kids, and now, like, if they hear cussing in a song, they're allowed to sing it.
Dope.
So Asher's like, go to sleep, bitch. Die, motherfucker, die. Like, he's going insane in the back seat.
That's why he wanted the song. He just wants a reason to cuss.
Yeah, yeah. So we get there, and they're all hyped up already. Like they're in like a battle mentality now, right? Because I'm like, these kids always fuck with you. They're always bullying you. Like, I want you guys to fight against these kids. Like, bump them, run into them, play hard defense, do what you got to do, right? We get there, and I'm expecting all the kids to be fucking giants, and they're relatively the same size as Emma, right? So like for the age group, they're around the same size. I'm like, oh, this is weird. I was like, maybe it's gonna be different this time. And that was where it fucking ended. They're like elbowing her in the back. They're elbowing her in the stomach.
Oh no.
They're just running into Asher.
That's terrible.
And I'm watching it and I'm like, nothing's happened to where I'm gonna get pissed off yet, right? Like
But
there
you're
hasn't
getting
been anything
heated.
that was like, yeah, there wasn't anything that where like I needed to say anything yet, but it was getting to that point. And then halftime hits or whatever it was, and I'm like, stay aggressive, stay aggressive. Like I'm just telling Emma and Asher, like, stay aggressive. And Emma goes to defend this kid, and she's like leaning on his back, which is legal technically. And she's got her arm out trying to like block his pass, and he's just going like throwing elbows at her in the stomach. And I'm like, man, this is fucking bullshit. I'm like, Emma, don't let them fucking bully you. Like while she's there, like while it's right there,
Yeah.
right in front of me. And the next set of so like I had to say it to multiple kids on our team, like kids that weren't even my kids. This kid Nico that goes to school with Emma, this kid grabbed his arm, like going for a rebound, so they were like hooked like this, and the kid just like pulled and threw Nico on the ground. And Nico's a big ass kid. Nico's like my size, probably 120, 130. So he's like a big kid for a fifth grader, right? Yeah. I'm like, Nico, don't let that motherfucker bully you. You're bigger than these motherfuckers. But it got to the point where like Emma got pissed, right? So she starts getting super aggressive on defense, like hyper aggressive. These kids, for some reason, would always run to the corner of the court where like the 3-point line is. So she started pushing, and then like arm out, defending, right? And these kids would just get pushed out of bounds because they're not pushing back. And like the refs calling that out of bounds. And then the other coach complained. The other coach runs up and was like, she's going to injure someone doing that kind of stuff. She's just pushing them. And the coach is like, or the ref's like, who? And he's like, the girl, the only girl on their team. So like, and I don't want to be like, I don't want to like tell Emma that he's right? But I'm like, he's complaining that you're being aggressive, so just dial it back in the corners. You don't need to push in the corners, but still be aggressive, right? Because the ref might call it now. But the ref rolled his eyes after the dude walked away, and I'm like, yeah, he knows you're a piece of shit, crybaby ass motherfucker with your cheating ass kids and your cheating ass team. So Emma just stays aggressive, right? Forces another kid out of bounds without pushing, without even, like barely even touching him. He was running baseline towards the hoop, and she just cut him off, and he didn't know what to do. Like he couldn't even stop. I mean, he could stop, but he didn't think to stop. He jumped out of bounds and threw the ball, and then Emma just clapped. I'm like, fuck yeah. Um, so they find this is like they've played this team so many damn times, like at least 8 times, and I think they might have won one or two before, but this one felt like a good win. It was 24-14, and the score wasn't even that close. They missed a lot of open layups. If they would have hit these layups, it would have been like 44-20.
Damn.
Um, but like the fact that this other coach like is okay with his kids throwing people on the ground and
Elbowing, yeah.
elbowing, and then has the audacity to tell the ref that she's going to injure somebody by pushing them. Um, like Emma and Asher were like pissed the whole day. And then so when we came home, I was like getting ready to post something, and I couldn't find "Go to Sleep" on Instagram to use. So I'm like, Emma, what song should I use? And she's like, you know that song you listen to in the car? I'm like, what's listen to in the car? And she's like, the one that goes, I don't fuck with
Oh
you.
my
And I was
God,
like,
I
oh.
love that song.
I was like, yeah, that's the one we're gonna
You
use,
little
baby.
stupid ass bitch, I ain't fucking with you. You little dumb ass bitch, I'm. Oh my God, I
But
fucking
like,
love that song.
I had to try so hard not to be like, you're gonna fucking complain about that, but you're okay with these kids throwing elbows and dropping kids on the floor. Like there was one where this little kid on our team was like bending over to get the ball, and the big ass kid on their team that Emma forced out of bounds, which wouldn't even happen if he was actually playing properly. Um, threw his knee into the kid's butt and like kneed him to knock him over.
That's so fucked up.
And I'm like, this is bullshit. Like what is this bullshit? But the win feels better than the pain, I guess. But these kids, I felt like I could have been the mature person and talked to the coach and been like, listen, if you guys weren't playing grown ass kids in younger leagues and having them bully little kids, your kids would have like some kind of fundamentals and be prepared for a physical matchup versus them bullying little kids for the last 2 years.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but then I'm like, this coach ain't gonna hear that. This dude cares about the money. That's why he's playing the older kids in a younger league. He wants these teams to look like they're dominant so that he can be like, parents, look what our teams do. You know what I
No,
mean?
but the parents can see the dirtiness of it.
Nah, these parents don't give a fuck. So there was a kid on their team that actually, excuse me, fell and smacked his head on the floor. And I was the only person that checked on him. His coach didn't fucking check on him. The kid's mom didn't fucking check
But
on him.
see, that's
Which
what
I
I
was talking
mean.
shit about this kid. I was talking shit about this kid who was flopping around on the floor like a dead fish before this even happened. Anytime he was driving to the rim, I was like, why is this kid always on the fucking floor? And I didn't realize his parents were behind me, but whatever. They
Oh
didn't say
well.
anything. But no one checked on that kid. No one from the other team, none of the parents from the other team checked on that
Yeah, so
kid.
they're all fucking rotten pieces of shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's fucking
So that's why I
terrible.
was like, I can't even say anything because they're not going to fucking care. Like, they're just going to be like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, you're better than me.
But
You're better than me.
I've also been to jail previously, so I don't want to go back.
I
You know what I mean?
ain't going back. Yeah, well,
I
that's
ain't going back to jail.
funny because it kind of oh, this is a very aggressive. Yeah, you're right. This is an
I
aggressive
told
pod.
you it's gonna be an aggressive one. Yeah.
But
Well,
I always say I'm not confrontational, and I think
I
I
didn't say anything. I'm
am.
just
No, I've always said like, oh no, like I'm not confrontational. So, which is funny because I texted there was two incidents, but I'm going to tell you the one incident. And I remember like
okay.
in the group
Okay.
chat that we were in with like the friends that we went to go visit, I was like, me, I'm not confrontational. me again. Proceeds to get every manager in every situation.
Yeah.
So you're better than me, because I would have fucking been talking to that coach and talking to that referee. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
No, the ref was cool. Like even afterwards, he told Emma like she was fine.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
Cause she like saw the dude complaining, but didn't know it was about her. So I told her it was about her. But
yeah.
I mean, these are volunteer refs. I'm not gonna yell at this guy. He's
Well, no, I'm not gonna yell. When I say confrontational, I do it respectfully.
okay.
I do.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
okay.
No, that was an okay. Like tell your
Okay.
story, not an
Oh,
okay.
okay,
Like,
okay, okay.
okay.
Okay. So, all right. So, get this shit. So we go to Famous Dave's.
Okay. Here?
No, in Iowa.
Oh, okay.
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 Okay. So we go to Famous Dave's, and you know, there's like 15 of us,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of them being kids, right? So we have like two booths that were for the kids, and then a large table for like the adults.
Okay.
The server, fantastic. He was so nice, like really easy to talk to, whatever. Everything was going great, right? So at one of the booths, um, on the left side of the booth was Max and his friend, and in
Mm-hmm.
front of them, Dom was sitting there, right? Dom took his jacket off, it's on the booth, and then he went over to our table. I don't know why. He went over to Travis for something, but he wasn't in that spot, okay? And
Mm-hmm.
then in the other booth was like the other kids. So then, you know, because there was a lot of us, they had like people helping to like bring the kids their food.
Mm-hmm.
And there was like this one lady that was like, went to the other booth and was like, who's cheeseburger? Who's cheeseburger? She's literally saying it. She's like, who's cheeseburger? Who's cheeseburger? And I'm like, in the booth that they're at, the oldest person there is Gianna. And the youngest person there is fucking 3 years old. Okay? Do you think they're gonna know whose cheeseburger it is?
Cheeseburger.
So she's like, who's cheeseburger? Who's cheeseburger? Whatever. So she goes over to the next table, right? And Dom is still at her table, FYI.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's still like, who's cheeseburger? Who's cheeseburger? And like, in her franticness, she tips over a cup. And like, water starts spilling right onto Dominic's jacket. So I get up really quick.
Cool. Cool.
I get up really quick and I just take his jacket. Okay? She didn't say anything about the jacket.
No sorry.
No sorry. She
Interesting.
dropped off the burger and like left. Okay? So I was already pissed off about that because I was like, bro, are you fucking kidding me? So then the server comes back and he's like, oh my gosh, he's like, I'm so sorry. And then I was like, why are you sorry? You know, and he was like, oh, because you know, there's water on Dominic's jacket, on the table, on the floor, right? Then I had to save one of the kids from slipping on it because they're kids, you know, and they're going back and forth. And so then he was like, oh, he's like, I'll clean it up right away. And I was like, no, you should make her clean it up. She spilled the drink. And I was like, why would you clean it up? You know? And I was like, I don't want you cleaning it up. She needs to clean it up. And then she comes back. She like puts like a rag or whatever, and she like kind of like does the thing with her foot. if audio listeners, my fucking face right now, okay? So she does this thing
Audio
with
listeners, she looks like this.
she does this thing with her foot, okay? And all I said, I swear on everything, all I said, I was like, thank you, right? Even though she's not doing shit, but I was like, thank you, right? She walks away and says, yeah, I didn't spill that. So I was standing there stunned because all I said was thank you. And then one of my friends.
Was it like thank you, or was it like thank you?
No, I said thank you. I was like, thank you.
Thank you. You didn't do anything with your neck, your
No.
face?
No. I said thank you, right? And
Okay.
she proceeds to walk away, and because she's a little bitch, because it makes me want to fucking post this video on their fucking Google reviews so this bitch ass can hear this. Because to me, if you're walking away and saying something, you're a bitch. Say it to my fucking face, right? So anyways.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
So she's walking away and she goes, I didn't even spill that. And so then I'm stunned and my friend goes, what a fucking bitch. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Then this lady proceeds to come back and said, she did something, and again, as she's walking away, goes, and whoever called me a fucking bitch, my daughter heard that. And then, like, I guess her fucking daughter worked there. Who gives a fuck? I could say some really fucked up shit right now. But anyways, so then the same friend goes, 'cause you are.
Hey.
And then the girl was like, how about you just control your kids? I swear to fucking, I'm literally stunned right now because I'm like, I've never been so disrespected at a restaurant before. Like, so disrespected.
We've eaten with your kids. Your kids aren't wild at restaurants.
Everyone at the table was like, Dom wasn't even over there. He was over here. The other two kids were 12 years old and 10 years old, not anywhere next to that drink.
Not to play devil's advocate, but I'm a firm believer in control your fucking kids when you're at a restaurant, right?
Yeah.
But we've eaten with your kids, and your kids aren't fucking wild in restaurants.
They're not. So she
How about
goes,
you control your fucking kids? But how about you control your fucking daughter? Did she hear that shit?
So then she was like, why don't you control your kids? Then the same friend goes, why don't you control your attitude? And of course this bitch goes and hides, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
Coward. 'Cause man, I wanted to fucking throw hands. I am not like that. But I'm kind of glad she was walking away like a little bitch that she was. Because if she would have stood there and said that shit, barbecue would have been flying everywhere. Because I was ready to square the fuck up.
Just squirting her in the face with devil spit.
Yeah. Bro. I think I was more stunned with the audacity of the fucking rudeness, right? So after that, I don't even know who the fuck I was talking to. There was like some cook like helping clean, and I was like, I need your manager now. And he was like, oh, like so fucking confused. I was like, I need a manager right now.
Like he's fourth party into the fucking situation.
Yes, like
he's
right
like,
now.
I just clocked in. What did I do?
Yeah. I was like right now. And then so Travis like went to the bathroom with Gianna, And I guess that lady was bitching already to the manager saying, I didn't spill the drink. I didn't spill the drink. Like, was like saying her fucking piece before he went over there. And in my head the whole time, I'm like, who else was going to spill the drink? Because Dom wasn't even over there.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, the fact that like my thank you pissed you off to where you have to say, well, I didn't spill the drink. I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's your job.
Yeah.
That's your fucking job as somebody that works in customer service, and you know you spilled the drink. You know you did. It's just really sad that you can't take any accountability for yourself.
Yeah.
And
for a spilled drink, like, all you have to do is say sorry.
Oh, and then she said, she had another fucking thing to say. She was like, so do you guys want a replacement drink for the drink? Or she said, do you guys want a replacement for the drink you spilled?
Well, did you get a replacement or?
I was so
The
done.
listeners want to know. Did you get the replacement?
No. Oh yeah. I talked to that manager and I was like, and he was like, oh, I'm just so sorry. I was like, stop apologizing. Honestly, I was like, I don't want to hear sorry. Stop apologizing. Fix your staff. And take care of my meal. Because I'm pissed. Yeah. I was...
Listen.
Like, typically...
Is your name Christy
Karen?
or is it Karen?
Dude, typically I'm so respectful, but the way I felt so disrespected, I was like...
that one's kind of fucked up.
I was like, I was like, you guys are lucky that I don't come back and redecorate this place. Yeah, but the audacity, man. I was like...
Yeah, that one's pretty bad.
I've never, ever...
How old was she? Super old? I'm assuming, like, super old because her daughter works there.
Probably. I don't fucking know.
Just hates her life.
She fucking hates her life.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Dude, I've never been disrespected like that before in a place where like the employee kept walking back to say something.
To talk shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. That it's weird because like I kind of would expect that kind of behavior out of maybe her daughter, because I'm assuming her daughter's like entry level. This is her first job.
Yeah.
Right? Because people don't usually work with their parents unless it's like it's their first job. Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like I would expect that kind of attitude out of a younger person than an older person. Especially be like, my daughter heard that. I'm like, who fucking cares?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Oh, you know what the manager tried to fucking tell me? The manager was like, well, she was just helping out. She's like usually at the bar. And I was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Why the fuck are you telling me something I don't give a fuck about? You think that because she works at the bar, she can have that, go have that fucking attitude at the bar.
No, that's not even a good attitude to have at the bar.
No, obviously. But I'm just saying.
You should have said, you need to make sure she's not drinking on the fucking job.
I literally, when he was saying sorry and he's not supposed to be, I was like, I do not care. I don't care. I don't give a fuck about your apology. I don't give a fuck about what, like, bullshit thing you're about to explain to me. Fucking fix your staff. And fucking give me free shit now because I'm pissed.
I would have said, don't worry, she'll be fired once a review is in. I just
feel like...
You know what I mean? You gotta tell people what you gotta tell them.
I mean, imagine if an agent was going off on a guest. Like, how the fuck you would handle that?
I've had to apologize. Listen, ma'am, I'm sorry.
And I'm over here like, I don't give a fuck about your sorry.
I don't give a fuck if you're sorry.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck.
I'm like, well, I'm sorry. that you don't give a fuck that I'm sorry.
I don't. You want to know what'll make you fucking feel better? Fired. Bye-bye.
I always go, so like, kind of realizing. So remember how we were talking before the pod about self-sabotage?
Yeah.
And like,
Oh, yeah.
I kind of realized that my version of that is I just pretend like I don't care about things. And then it's turned into I actually don't care about things.
Yeah, that's good.
So like, yeah, high school I was like, I don't give a fuck. And then I go home and I'm like, oh my God. But now it's like, I don't give a fuck about that. And I'm like, damn, I actually don't
I
give a
really
fuck
don't
about
give
that.
a fuck. Yeah.
But if someone's like, you know what would make me feel better if you comped my room, and be like, well, I can't do that. I can cancel it if you'd like. Those are your options. This is
Bro.
your room, or I can cancel it. But no. If somebody was like cussing at a guest, obviously I'd have to
And
comp
it
something.
started from them. It's like not even the guest's fault. Like,
Yeah,
it came
yeah,
right from the agent already with an attitude. I'd be like, hold the fuck
yeah.
on. Yeah, that whole thing, and I told Travis, I was like, he's fucking lucky I didn't make him comp everything. Because I could have if I wanted to.
What did they end up taking off? The
Um,
cheeseburger and the
no,
water?
no. They took off a lot.
Oh,
They
that's
took
good.
off a lot. But it
That's
was
good.
like, I could have taken a full advantage and been like, no,
Yeah, yeah,
you're
yeah.
fucking
Because
all of this.
you could have turned it into they're swearing in front of my kids.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Like turned
Correct.
it into a whole thing where like now my kids are gonna have to deal with this shit. Now my kids are gonna be like, if we go to a restaurant, are they gonna throw water on me? You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like
Yeah.
you could have full blown
Yeah. I
turned
was
on all the switches, just
so
full.
I think I was more like calm in the situation because I was with people that don't normally see me in like this. I feel like if it was like you guys or
Yeah, I'd
like
have been like, so
if it was like
I don't
you
know
guys
how I
or
would have
like
reacted, but if
Edgar
you
and
were talking to a dude, I'd have been like, if you were talking to a dude like that, or the waitress, the chick like that, I'd have been like, dude, yo, this is crazy.
yes. I
Like
on
there'd be all kinds of side comments to just egg it on.
I feel like if it was like a group, if it was like you, like your kids, like Edgar and Zyra's
Yeah, yeah,
kids, and it was like a different group,
yeah.
I would
Outcome
have
could have been completely
fucking
different.
lost my shit even more because I'm, more comfortable with,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know like you guys know I'm not like that. You know what I
yeah,
mean? But I felt like I had to like handle it a little bit more respectfully because these are like people I'm not usually around, and I don't
yeah,
want them
yeah,
to think like, damn. but, but yeah, I was like, I've never been like treated like that before in an
yeah,
establishment, and I've had some pretty shitty, fucked up servers before, and it was never like that.
yeah.
But
That one's pretty egregious example. I can't think of anyone where I've been like ready to fight people.
yeah, it
You know what
was
I mean? It's always been like bad tips, but
it was pretty it was pretty bad.
that's pretty intense.
I did. Oh, and then they said they were like because of like what happened, they also because we were a large party, they didn't add like the tip, like the actual tip.
Yeah,
And so the server again was fantastic, right?
yeah.
So I gave him cash because I didn't want to fucking
Oh,
put it
good,
on the receipt.
good. Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
fuck the rest of them.
yeah,
Here's your money. And
yeah.
and the server was like, he kept apologizing. He was like, again, he's like, I'm just so sorry. He goes, I know you
It's
told me to.
customer service.
And he was like, I know you keep telling me to like say sorry. And he was like, but he goes, it's just the person that I am. He's like, and it's my table. And she, he's like, she kind of made like, it made it
Made a
harder
mess of
for
my
her.
situation.
Right. And I was like, right. I'm like,
Yeah,
cause she's fucking with your money now. You know what
yeah,
I mean? And
yeah,
then he
yeah,
was like, he's like, I'm just so sorry. And he was like, he's like, I'm probably gonna go home and just be like, damn, that sucks. I was like, Yeah. Maybe you
You're
guys
like, yeah,
should
it did
consider
suck.
fucking firing her. She makes your lives terrible. But,
She doesn't
anywho.
usually do this. She usually just calls us assholes and not bitches.
Dude, the way I was just,
Yeah.
yeah. But I'm glad that I got that off my chest.
That sounded
And
like a fun one,
oh my
honestly.
god. Yeah, I'll have to tell you something off the pod, but um other than that, I mean, that's all I have. I know it was like a short one for you guys, but we definitely just wanted to pop in and say hello. Thank you to the new subs. Hope you guys had a fantastic Halloween. I can't believe we're in November. Crazy.
Yeah, it is November.
Crazy.
That's nuts.
So, yeah, we'll start
Lots of
gearing up.
birthdays this month.
Jesus, don't even remind me. But, um, yeah, we're gearing up for the holidays, so, you know, maybe we'll do some holiday episodes coming up. But yeah,
Holidays?
yeah, we'll think of something. But thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.